know what the fuck time it is, man.
Hello, everybody.
How y'all doing?
It's been a while.
It's another fucking episode of the Jones Hour, baby. Episode 37?
37.
37, man. Y'all know what
37.
time it is, man. If you ain't know what it is, man, you know where you can follow us at and catch us at. Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, Iheartradio. Catch the visuals on YouTube. And, of course, the live on IG.
All that thing.
You already know. Follow the Jones Hour and follow Kush _talk _ radio. Introduce yourself, baby.
You done know.
It's Kush, you already know.
You done know. Kush in the building. You know who this to the left of me, man.
Oh, two
One more game.
times. Jonesy 2 times.
We born to
You
die.
already know. We already know fucking Ant Acid is in the motherfucking building. What
Master
time
Flex.
is it? You already know, man. So if y'all want, man, y'all could already, call us up 347-586-1676.
7-6.
It's pinned. It's up there.
It's noted.
Let me put it on that
Copy and
IG real
paste.
quick.
Send it out.
Everybody that's
talk some
on the
shit.
show, man. We appreciate it.
Let's talk some shit.
Yeah, man. That's well, how y'all been doing, man? How's the week going, bro?
Shitty.
Shitty?
How about you?
Oh, mine's a little bit better than shitty. Ant,
Okay,
what about
Ant?
you?
Solid.
Solid, shitty, and all right. Sounds good to me, man. Like,
That's all. It sounds like a whole bunch of shit.
well, we got a couple of shout outs early. You know what I'm saying?
Shout him out.
Shout Ant Ass's wife
Okay.
on the birthday. You already, man. She a supporter
Beautiful.
since day one, man. So
Feliz cumpleaños.
word up, man. Shout out my grandma on the birthday.
Okay.
Same day. Look at that, bro. That's how you know you my son, Ant. You already know, B.
Beautiful.
Fuck you, guy.
I gotta talk my shit early, baby. I gotta talk my shit early, and of course my son Kush right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, the two best sons that anybody
Fuck
could.
out of here. Fuck out of here, man.
I'm in a good mood, man. I hope y'all can feel it, man. I'm in my pink shit. You know what I'm saying? Breast cancer month. Shout out to anybody that's a breast cancer survivor. You already know, like my moms and anybody that has fallen to this hellacious disease, man. We're sorry. We pray for you, man, and we hope it gets better at some point. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she already checked in. Happy birthday, Jocelyn. You already know.
Word.
You already know.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Feliz
born day.
cumpleaños.
Word up. All right, man. So let's get into the playoffs. Playoffs? Baseball.
Beu.
Let's get it, man. So look like Houston is going for the sweep of the White Sox. Even though I'm in my White Sox hat, man, hoping they could do something
Astros
to
strong.
turn that around, man. But they already talking some sign stealing shit. I just seen it a little while
Yeah.
ago. So I mean,
Yeah, but
Houston
they
not
got no
learning their
proof.
lesson. I don't know.
I got
don't
no
know.
proof right now.
Nip.
You can't just be saying shit like that mid playoffs without no proof, bro.
Word up.
No, you can't, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they had something legit, I don't know. Like, I just feel like they kind of jumped out the window real quick, a little quick.
I mean, I don't know, bro.
But
I
it's
really
well
don't know.
deserved. No, it's well deserved though, because this is what they get.
Facts.
They know, like, this what comes with the territory. Once a cheater, always a cheater type of shit going on.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean,
man.
like,
they're gonna be guilty by association for as long
yeah,
as
for
anybody
like-
that's
yeah.
from that team that's still on that team.
anybody
that's the end
that
of
remembers that era, this era.
it wasn't
You
even
know
an error. It was like 3 years ago. You
No,
know what I'm
but
saying?
just like anybody in the future, I'm saying with the Astros, like
Oh, yeah,
shit
facts.
will go down. Like players wouldn't even be there no more and shit. Like
Facts.
it's always gonna be there. Like they fucked up with that, you know.
Yeah, so that's how that's going. Boston one went away.
Yo,
Boston one went away from beating the Rays.
What a
going to the
fucking
ALCS.
game.
That's crazy.
what a game!
Yeah, man.
That game was crazy.
Yeah, back and forth.
Shit went to like 13.
Yeah. But Boston, man, I think you know what happens with Boston that I've seen in the recent history. Sorry about that.
Joe Stradamus coming out of this shit real quick.
No. Like, no, but what you see with Boston is like sometimes they got this feeling of like, oh, I'm going to, like, the Yankees is really the team to beat. So every time they beat the Yankees in the playoffs, they somehow just like none of the other teams matter. You know what I'm saying? Like it goes back to back in the day in 2004 when they first won. You know what I'm saying? Like the World Series for them was the Yankees. Like St. Louis they swept St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Like that was their biggest hurdle to try to climb and whatnot, you know? So it was like, oh, okay, we beat the Yankees. That's our biggest rival. That's the team that gives us the most competition. That's a team that has beaten us for so long, for so many years. And now, you know?
They turn it off.
Yeah, you know? So now it, like, you could see where like now the other teams that they're facing, like Tampa, it's not really the pressure I would say that they might have as opposed to playing another team or even playing the Yankees at this point. You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean, I feel you. I just feel like that's just, I don't know. I feel like that's perspective. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you feel that way because you witnessed it as a Yankee fan. Because
I've also witnessed.
I don't. No, go ahead.
No, because it was 84 years.
No, I understand.
80, yeah. From 1916 was the last time they won to 2004.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It was the curse of the Bambino. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't beat the Yankees multiple times that we played them, and then when they finally get over the hump of beating us in that ALCS, from that point on, they've already won 4 chips, and every single one of those 4 chips, they've played the Yankees in the playoffs. It seems. You know what I'm saying? I might be wrong on that and the statistics on that, but you know, that's what they've done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah. Well, I don't know. I just feel like that's because, like, I don't think it's like easy for I don't think they're saying like they got less pressure just because they beat the Yankees right now. This is a team that was supposed to be rebuilding. I think they're riding their high horse right now, and they they got it to a little bit. I mean, they're overachieving a little bit. I mean, they didn't think that their pitching was going, you know what I mean? Be their pitching and all that. I mean, they got fucking JD Martinez, and then they picked up Kyle Schwarber, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then that was like, after they actually, it was probably at that Schwarber moment, it was when they were like, yo, we can make this run. Instead of like, you know what I mean? It was probably at that move. That move was probably at that point where they can make it. Like, I look at it in terms of like an individual season with this team. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's perspective. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, you feel like, oh, they beat the Yankees now. Like, that was the best team in the league. You know what I mean? I don't think that's really the case right now. That's what I'm saying. I don't look at it like they got less pressure playing Tampa or even, you know what I mean?
I'm not saying that the Yankees was the best team. All I'm saying
but that's how you're saying. That's how they view it. You're saying that's how they view it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying that's how they view it because in the history of Boston,
right.
the Yankees has been their arch nemesis. Of course, you could say. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree, but I just don't feel like they feel less pressure with the rest of the league.
I think Tampa would have rather, like even Tampa themselves, I think Tampa would have rather have played the Yankees as opposed to the Red Sox going into it. You know what I'm saying?
That may be true.
Like, they smacked the Yankees all year, but it seems like, you know, they're having they had problems with Boston, and they're continuing to still have the problems with Boston.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people have problems with Boston, like, out of nowhere and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Boston was, like I said, they started off this season not really, they're just rebuilding in a sense. They saw what players were doing, then they made a move for Schwarber, and, like, you know, they beat the Yankees after getting swept by the Yankees.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they were like that little, you know what I mean? That little fucking whatever. I don't know what the fuck the saying is. The little bug in your back, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Word. Nah, yeah.
A lot of people.
I feel you.
You know?
Yeah. Well, let's go into the other playoffs. That were Dodgers and San Fran tied.
1-1.
Braves is up against the Brewers. Hopefully the Braves pull that off. I'm rooting for them. You know, that's a sentimental thing.
Yep.
And we'll see what's happened, man. It's just the beginning of what's going to look like to be some exciting series in the MLB playoffs. Feel me?
Playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
So before we continue on, you know, I gotta kill my Yankees, man. I gotta kill them. I gotta kill Boone. As you know, if you listen to sports radio, media, whatever you want to call it, you know, there's a lot of people that are saying that, you know, you keep Boone, you keep Cashman and shit like that. I'm down to keep Cashman. I don't really feel like he's done anything wrong in the 20 years that he's been with us. I mean, we haven't had a losing record in his entire tenure as the GM, right?
Where's Mr. Jones at, man?
Oh, he's in DR actually right now.
Oh man,
He's in the homeland. Shout out to my grandma. That's why we gave it a birthday
Word,
shout
word.
out. You know what I'm
you
saying?
need to get a calling card. Hit us
Yeah.
up.
He might call in. He might check us out. We'll see
Yeah,
what
man.
it is. It's still early in the show. But you
Love
know,
it.
I mean, big disappointment. It was a horrible lineup that you put up against them. You know what I'm saying? After 3-4 between Judge and Stanton,
It was top
nobody
heavy.
else.
Top heavy.
Yeah, it was nobody else in there. You didn't mix it up. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do enough. Rizzo was not a leadoff person.
hitter. Yeah, that was
You
weird.
should have had Gardner there instead of
Weird.
you bat Gardner 6. You saying, you know, and then you put Gallo after them. You should have put Rizzo after them too. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Gallo. You know, Gallo's funny when you look at the numbers. He led the league in walks with 200 and something. 100 and something, but then led the league in strikeouts too with 200 and something. So talk about all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? If it's not like a home run or a walk, it's a strikeout, and that's like they as themselves, as in the whole Yankee analytics department, they need to reevaluate what they're looking at, do it all over, start from scratch. You know, keep some of the players. Like you could probably keep Glaber at second. You definitely keep Judge and Stanton. Aaron Hicks, he's a big question mark. You paid him fucking $70 million for 7 years or whatever, but the dude can't stay healthy. So you might have to go and get a center fielder now. I'm not mad at the young boy that's playing short, but you might as well have to put a Scheller at shirt. You might as well put LeMahieu at third, and then look at someone like Voit or somebody else like or who is it? Rizzo? Does Rizzo play first base? Keep Rizzo because you already signed him. You know what I'm saying? Or the trade was already for like a 2-year deal, so he has one more deal on the contract. So it's like, bro, like why are you not like doing what you need to do? That's what I feel. I think there has to be something to be done with that. Oh, I think my pops is on right now. Oh, Pops, we waiting for you to call in.
What up, Mr. Jones?
Yeah, we waiting for you to call in. We destroying the Yankees right now.
Everything you said,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear one thing about letting anybody go. Glaber should go.
I mean,
what has he shown you in 2 years? Nothing close to what he.
No, I know, but he's also been playing out of position. Like he's probably a better second baseman than anything. You know what I'm saying? So if you could play, if you could keep him at
fair,
second base.
but you think that directly? All right, so even that's the case, and so it fucks up his bats that much. You know what I mean?
No, well, I mean it's a mental thing. Look at what Stanton has done.
All right, so that's
you know
one.
what I'm saying. Look at what Stanton has done in the field. You know,
Okay.
when you put him in the field, his whole shit changed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? As
Okay.
just being a DH.
Word.
You know, Glaber had
know
some
what?
issues at shortstop, couldn't field the position. Akai mentally probably fucked with him a little bit, and then once you put him to second base, he started hitting again.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. But
it's because you know what it is. I don't want to spend more money on the shit. You know what I'm saying? You constantly spending money, and if you're not gonna spend the money wisely in terms of the sense of like going against the analytics or you know making a full lineup up, top, and down where it does something where you don't just have this home run or bust mentality, then I'm not with spending the money.
All right.
I feel like you have enough players that you already have. You know what I'm saying?
So, all right. So
Sanchez got to go. I think that's one.
Sanchez
got to go.
You talked about Hicks. I don't know what you could do with Hicks.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
mean,
He
you might as well
hasn't-
you just eat that contract and that's the end of that. Same thing you did with Ellsbury. You know what I'm saying?
In my from what I think, because I ain't gonna front. Like I heard somebody say this, and I was like, "Oh, that shit makes sense." Kind of moment. Gallo may not be built for New York. Straight up.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that's not built for New York.
No,
That's
like he's totally different batter than he was with the Rangers. Different. You see it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying like I watch Ranger games, but I definitely watch highlights and you could see it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's different.
Well,
and
I mean,
that could be a possibility.
We all know the New York pressure. You seen
Word.
it on the Mets on your side.
Well, no, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. So,
Yeah.
but that could be a reason. And then you got Rizzo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Judge and Stanton.
Yeah. No, Judge and Stanton, they've already. I mean, I'd spend some money to keep Judge. I don't know if you got to pay him a top deal. I mean, if he's looking to long term, 9 and 10 years, I don't know if you commit that much. But if he's looking for a 5-year deal, and you know, you could pay him maybe something around the $25-30 million mark a year for for 5 years. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying?
But there's two things to that. There's two things to that. How much he wants to be a Yankee, and we know what he said and all that. No, we know what he said and all that. But like in terms of right now, because he's gonna have to weigh that with the fact that he fucked up coming into the league late.
Right on time. Right on time. Yo, what up, man? You live on the Jones Hour, Pops. What's good?
We born to die.
Mr. Jones.
Bluetooth.
Sorry.
Calling from international, calling from the DR.
Oh, shit. What up? What up, man?
How are you fellas?
Oh, I'm chilling, man. Probably not as much as chilling as you, man. You're in the homeland.
The motherland.
Word up.
It's true. I just want to give a shout out to the matriarch of our family, Mrs. Jones, better known as Tata, my mother, and obviously, happy birthday to Aunt Acid, Mrs. Acid.
Yeah.
Happy birthday all the way around.
Mrs. Acid.
That's fire. That's fire. Facts, man. Birthday shout outs to everybody. You already know.
So, obviously, I heard you guys talking about our beloved Yankees.
Well, our beloved Yankees. I don't know if them two could. I don't know if them two could attest to that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Well, I think the one thing about what we have in common is that both teams have to make decisions on what they got to do coming up, right?
Absolutely. But like deeper than just playoffs, Mr. Jones. Like systematically, like there's an issue with the Yankees being analytics and how they're structuring their team.
Yeah.
And with the Mets, it's every fucking body because most of everybody's getting let go already. Yeah, you saw that shit.
We're just blowing it up.
Yeah. By the way, I called that. I said everybody's gonna get let go. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah.
No, I agree. I think the question is that starting from top to bottom. Obviously, I know you guys are looking for a new GM, but is it time to get rid of Cash?
I don't think so. That's what I said. I said I don't think so. I think we keep Cashman. I think he's good. I mean, he's never had a losing season in his whole time, even though there was maybe 2 or 3 years we don't make the playoffs, but the record was still above 500. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I don't really think he's the problem. Even when it got to the trade deadline, he did everything he could, but trying to get Gallo and Rizzo to spark shit up. You know what I'm saying? To do something different, to see what it is. Wow. I think it's like I've been saying the whole time, the analytics, the analytical department is not feasible for what the lineup is that we're putting out there, man. It doesn't match.
You also got to put this out there. It's just like the type of analytics that they're trying to go for. Yeah. Like it's their belief. Because analytics works. Like look at the rest of the league.
You have rest of the league. You have so much talent. It's so much talent. Yeah. And the analytic department is making the team worse.
I agree.
Because look at the rest of the league.
Not better. Worse.
Look at the rest of the league from the teams that are not paying anybody to the teams that are paying everybody. They all do this analytical shit. Mm-hmm. All of them, from the Dodgers to the Rays.
Well,
everyone's doing it.
Well, I have a tendency to dispute that. I don't agree because look at the White Sox. The White Sox brought back Tony La Russa at 70-something years old. That boy can't even spell analytics, let alone just performing on the field.
Yeah, but
I feel like that's one of.
They're still using their analytic department to draft people, to take people in, to to scout talent,
to make these trades, to make moves. Like
they still have an analytic department.
Yeah, like the analytics is it's a general term.
On how big the degree, how big they're
and how much the belief system is, which is why I'm saying the Yankees are getting it wrong in terms of how they're trying to win.
I agree
with the analytics. Mm-hmm. You could spend the big bucks and still do it. Like I said, look at the Dodgers. Right. Look at the moves. You know what I mean? Look what they did.
Yeah, but I think also even with the situation with the Dodgers, I mean, if you look at that,
I think the Dodgers is all money.
I don't think it's all home run or bust with them. I mean, look at the average. I mean, Kush, I know you brought up the issue of Glaber, but I think there's a combination of a certain amount of analytics, but I think it still rests on the manager. And I haven't been the biggest Boone fan to begin with, but there are certain things that instinct has to come into play. I mean, that game, and I think this to Brian, We lost that Red Sox game when we lost the first Tampa Bay game, and I'm going to explain why I say this. In that game, he had Chapman in the bullpen warming up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They bring in Chapman. He's able to close it down. The following inning, we score. We take 2 out of 3 against the Rays. And now that single game is not in Boston, but in the Bronx.
Word.
Now, I don't give a shit what anybody tells me. Analytics, schmanalytics. I am taking out my closer in that inning to close that shit down so that we can have the possibility of winning at the bottom of the ninth, which we would have based off of the scenario who came to bat. We ended up being short 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me, the 3 of you who watch baseball and are pretty knowledgeable in the game, you tell me that even if analytics told you that, you're not going to bring in your closer?
Right, but that's where we think that the Yankees and Aaron Boone, well, I'm just going to speak for me, where I feel like they fuck up with it because you got to use a sense of your gut and situational and heart and you know what I mean? In the moment,
100%.
Something that you're not going to print out from a Xerox, you know? Like, there is part of that. There has to be a balance of it.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what I agree to because analytics do work, but, like, what is your belief system? And I don't know if Boone should lose his job, but in terms of him, based off of what you're saying right now and things that we have seen, like, you might have to because he has to take that step forward to either make those moves. Now, the question is that why they're saying, like, the Yankees hired him not to do that, not to be a Girardi, because you might as well have kept Girardi.
For real.
Because that's what Girardi did.
Yep. Girardi was ahead of his time on Sanchez. And, you know, he already seen how shitty he was, and everybody held on to him, and now look at where he's at.
Right. And all I'm saying is definitely don't get rid of Cashman. He'll come to Queens real quick. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, maybe you want that.
I think that, you know, all of
Get
you
rid of him,
young,
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
All of you are too young to remember Billy Martin, but Billy Martin, obviously, besides being one of the players in the 50s when the Yankees were strong and his numbers were fire, Martin went to several teams, the Yankees, the Twins, the Rangers, and the Oakland A's. And every team he went to, he went in kicking ass and taking names and had a certain amount of discipline. They used to call it Billy Ball. He could have home runs and stuff like that, but he could win with small ball, could hit and run. And as much as analytics may come into play, there are certain things about the game because of the way the game is
moving. It's progressing. That
100%. Analytics will, if you play under the old way. I mean, Brian tells me all the time that this is not the 90s Yankees anymore. This is not Jeter and Mo. But I mean, Gallo is a perfect example. Like, it's not so much that he strikes out. It's the issue that he can't even hit a ground ball to move somebody from second to third so that a sacrifice fly brings them in.
No.
Yeah,
like his batting average is not even his weight.
For real.
You know? So I think that some of that still comes back down to the manager, in my opinion. But besides that, what I would like to ask both of you, and not necessarily in players, but in moves, for the Mets and for the Yankees, what do you need in moves? Do you need a leadoff hitter? Do you need an extra starter? Like, what do you think the 3 moves that, because I think both teams, I might give you the Mets might need a little bit more, but I don't think they need that much more. I think the Mets lost a certain, I'm not really sure what they lost because they were playing with so much heart in the beginning of the season, and I think they just lost their will to win. And you gotta want to win. You know, all of us have been watching sports long enough to know that there are teams that win that have no business in winning because on paper they're just not as strong as the other teams, but they pull that shit out and they do it often, and that is just pure heart. So that being said, like, Kush, like, what are the 3 moves? And my man asked, like, what are the 3 moves you think that your Mets need to bring them not only to a winning record, but the idea of getting into the playoffs and actually being a real contender.
Sure. So first off, that's very kind of you to say it like that. You know what I mean? That they had heart. You could see it that way. I hear you. No, it is. That was very kind. That was very kind. I'm showing love to you. It's fine. But I don't know if you want to go just back and forth on this, but like I said, 3 moves that are several. I mean, are you talking like just players? Because we need people that's not sending out dick pics.
Not necessarily.
I'm
necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not necessarily telling you for you to pick a closer, but do you believe you need a new closer?
But I'm saying like this. What you're asking is player wise though, because I'm saying because I could talk about
or manager wise or whatever you think you need.
Yeah, we need a manager. Rojas got fired, so we need a manager. All our coaches are free to leave unless they choose to come, in which they'll have to go through a hiring process again. We need a GM. As I said, nobody's sending out dick pics. We need no sex offenders.
Facts.
We don't need no people, driving drunk. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We need shit like that. In terms of positional players, I don't know if you have one, but Conforto might get out of here. He's one of the players that we don't think is going to accept the qualifying offer. Syndergaard probably will accept the qualifying offer because he hasn't shown that he could be. Yeah, no, he hasn't shown that he could be on the field. Who the fuck's going to pay him?
Yeah.
So we have that. We don't know what DeGrom's going to be. So I think we definitely need a pitcher because God forbid this whatever's happening to him that nobody could fucking figure out except Jesus could fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I keep having to reiterate this. I just hope that it's not a fucking Kawhi type situation.
Say it again, Ant. You came in choppy.
I just hope that it's not a Kawhi situation with DeGrom.
Like load management.
No. Where the question of whether or not he could play or not play, and
because we don't know why
exactly, and then we have to trade him because he's unhappy.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean that would be very unfortunate. But just to answer Mr. Jones' question, is like we definitely probably need a pitcher to solidify because we have 2 big unknowns that were supposed to be really good, and also we don't know what's going to happen with Stroman. He might hop out of there too.
Yeah,
and then with Conforto gone, we definitely need some outfielders from center field to right field. Like I don't know what's going to happen with Nemo either. We might let go of him. Like it's
all those empty spaces.
Yeah,
be filled.
Like the only definite person we know is like Lindor and Lonzo.
Yeah.
Okay. And now just because of the situation, because usually the GM picks the manager, it's not the other way around. What GM, both of you, as fans and your responsibility to the show is bringing some sort of intelligent conversation. Who's the GM that you give it to that you think will come in and do what they need to do?
Kush probably know better than me.
Yeah, actually that's a great question. I actually don't know, to be honest with you. They say Billy Bean, but honestly, I don't.
What about Epstein?
No, he's done. He's not in. They already had the conversation. They mutually, quote unquote, mutually thought it was the best decision not for him not to take the job. And what I think that means is that he wanted ownership. He was like, nah, not happening, and that's how that went down. They're saying Billy Bean, who it's not his work or his prior work that like I don't like or anything like that. It's his relationship to Sandy Alderson that I keep hearing about. That bothers me because I feel like Sandy Alderson is a huge problem. Yet I also, from what I'm also hearing, is that Sandy Alderson is the reason Cohen got the team. He's
true.
So that I don't know. Like I feel stuck in terms of like who's gonna make the hiring position. Is it gonna be Cohen or is it gonna be Sandy?
Word.
And from there, I don't know. He's been bringing in crazy people, criminals.
Facts.
Criminals.
Mm-hmm.
They have mugshots, Mr. Jones. They have mugshots. It's crazy.
They're crossing state lines with shit in their bumper.
Word. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? Just trying to bring the 86 Mets back.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. Leave that shit at 30 for 30. But
sneaking shit into the fucking in the bus.
Word,
Into
but,
Shea and shit.
but just to because I know you want to ask Jones the same question real quick. But yeah, positionally, I'm just gonna say starting pitcher. We definitely need some outfielders, something we've been lacking for a long time because of multiple reasons. And yeah, I mean those would probably be the main.
Yeah, mine is pretty quick. I think we need a center fielder. I think we got like Judge and Wright. I think we need to re-sign Judge.
Go back to the issue of the center fielder. Do you need a center fielder? Because I have a tendency to agree with you because I think Hicks is going to come back, and I don't know.
No, but no. Here's what it is. All right, so let me finish.
For how long?
Let me finish. So in terms of the center fielder, also I think we either need a shortstop or a second baseman, one or the other. You know, and within those three positions, between a second baseman, a shortstop, and a center fielder, one of them got to be a leadoff hitter. That's what we need. We have no leadoff hitter. We have no leadoff hitter, so we need that. I think the starters are decent. I think the bullpen is still within itself, and I think we need a new coach. I think Boone need to go. So I think that's the three. I think that's what it is for me. You know.
I definitely need a manager. I agree with you on that, and I will tell you that might be at the top. And I'm going to say this on the show, and for anyone who doesn't like it, you know, too bad. Mm-hmm. To go back to a little old school, I like to see Showalter come in. I think Buck Showalter came in '95, and then they gave the team to Torrey, and then obviously Torrey went in '96 and kept moving it. And granted, Buck was a little, issues of discipline and stuff like that, but he took a '95 team that no one ever thought was going to even get to the playoffs and got them to the wild card. And obviously that was Madeline's first and only year on the playoffs. I agree with you on the issue of the outfield. I agree with you very much on the issue of the outfielder. And an outfielder that can be a leadoff hitter that has a high base percentage and doesn't have to steal 100 bases, but definitely can mess up a pitcher's concentration, knowing that, like, if I don't pay attention, this guy will steal a base on me. And I don't necessarily agree with you on the shortstop because obviously
or second base because the conversation started about either getting rid of Glaber or something like that. So if you're gonna get rid of Glaber, I know that's what I'm saying. Because you have Glaber, you got Urshela. You got those two spots. If you're going to keep those two spots as what it is between a second baseman and a shortstop, that's fine. But then you still need the center fielder to be a leadoff hitter and not LeMahieu neither. Like LeMahieu, you could put LeMahieu as
would you guys
like LeMahieu could be two.
Would you be opposed to Corey Seager next year?
No.
I'll be honest with you.
I can see that happening.
I think the shortstop thing is a little overrated. I'm going to tell you why. There's a lot of teams. Starting with Jeter and A-Rod when he was with Seattle and Nomar when he was in Boston. But, the idea that a shortstop has to hit, that's something within the last, 15 to 20 years. Before that, I mean, again, all of you are too young to remember, but if you look it up, if you look at the Baltimore Orioles of the 60s, they were very much a squad that hit home runs basically only. They had both Robinsons, Brooke at third, Frank Robinson in center field. They had Boo Powell at first base. But they had a shortstop named Mark Belanger. And Belanger could not bat his fucking weight. But they were so strong up the middle. They had Paul Blair in center field, Belanger in short. They had a catcher called Andy Etcherborough. It was one of the best defensive catchers there was. And I'm sorry, I get the shortstop thing. I don't have a problem with Velasquez putting him there. I don't have a problem keeping this kid, the third base, Urshela at shortstop. What I think we need is a catcher.
Oh yeah, we definitely need a catcher
that needs to hit 300. I don't need a catcher that needs to hit 40 home runs. I take a catcher that bats 260, 15 home runs, and 65 RBIs, but that can call a fucking game, and that every time I know that the slightest pitch that's off the plate, he's able to catch it, and not necessarily for the shit to go end up at third base.
I agree.
Baseball is very much. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying. I agree with that too. Like, you just need a solid hitting catcher because he's going to need the trust because Garrett Cole didn't want to pitch to Gary Sanchez. And that's what you need.
Yeah.
In those games, that's where you need that offense. And he can't do that. So you need to catch that.
And let's be honest. Let's be honest. On teams of the Mets and the Yankees that have won championships, catchers have always been good catchers. The Yankees have had Bill Dickey, Yogi Berra, Thurman Munson, Elston Howard, Posada. The Mets had Jerry Grody, one of the best catchers, defensive catchers that is there. When they won in '88, they had Carter, who he hit. But Carter caught a good game. He called a good game for a catcher, and he could hit. Okay? And we all know that. Anybody who watches this game knows that if you are strong up the middle, you got a good defensive catcher, you got shortstop and second baseman that have the range so that way you could always cheat, and you have a center fielder that can get to everything, then all the other shit will be figured out. But I agree with you on the leadoff hitter in center field. I don't agree with you as far as the shortstop and stuff. I think that we have something internally. They got 2 kids in the minor league system that can hit. I think that leaving him Glaber where he is, because if you look at Torres over the last several games after the move, and Brian, you brought it up. When Stanton started playing on the field, his average started going up. But if you look at the last 30 games of this kid batting, he batted .292. He had 5 home runs, and his on-base percentage was at .348. The next 15 games, he batted .309, and his on-base percentage was at .377. I think he was overthinking that shit on playing shortstop.
Mr. Jones, would you take 35-year-old Buster Posey?
Yes. Yes.
I agree.
I think the only reason that I have my hesitations with him, but I think that he knows enough, is
I wouldn't say
catchers and pitchers, unlike any other position in baseball, pretty much has to know everybody on the other team. And as a matter of fact, a pitcher usually goes by a good pitcher, unless if they're a veteran and they've been in the league long enough, will go by what the catcher calls as far as the game is concerned. And they know, they sit down, like you can't throw an inside fastball on this guy because he'll turn on you, but you could throw him a rising fastball 4 seams that goes up in the zone because he can't hit it. And the pitcher's not supposed to do that. I mean, logistically, it's the catcher's job to know everybody on the opposite bench and what they can throw.
Word.
And Posey has that. Posey is a good defensive catcher. He can hit, but the boy can call a game.
Word. All right, man. Well, I mean,
and that's what I say.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, it's been definitely a good conversation right there. Mets and Yankees got a lot of decisions to make,
and a hell of a lot of free agents next year, from what I'm seeing.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. So the moves are gonna start pretty soon, man. As soon as the World Series is won, it's open field on everybody. You already know.
And after the most recent Giant game, I want to say this as my parting shot. And I said this to Brian earlier today. I can't honestly believe that I'm going to say this, that I can honestly look forward to a Knicks season because of the bullshit that's happening with the Giants.
The Knicks. Yeah, well, we're gonna bring up some Knicks. We're gonna bring up some Knicks shit soon. You know what I'm saying? So you already know. But Pops, I already appreciate you.
Mr. Jones.
You already know.
All love.
I love you, sir.
Word. Enjoy that DR life for the next couple of days.
Yeah, I'm just about to have a presidente just for you, Brian.
Oh, cheers. Cheers.
That's fire.
I feel that hot shit. All right, man.
Hey, give your wife a hug. All right. Love you, all.
Love you.
All right, bro.
Later.
Love you
Thank
too,
you, man.
Pops. Thanks, man. Later. Another fire call on the check-in, man. You already know. Anybody could do this, man. Y'all could all hit us up. 347-586-1676.
76.
You know what I'm saying? Tell us how you feel about any topic. Even if we're not on that topic at the moment, man, call us up. You know what I'm saying?
We know there's a delay.
And we could get right into it. But I think we're done with the baseball. What's
Wait,
next is some trending topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
Do the,
Or we'll go
do the
whatever
you fucked
direction
up.
you want. Open season, baby.
You fucked up. Let me hear the drop.
You fucked up.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Of the week.
Oh yeah, so we got two of them actually. You see, you done fucked up of the week. Two of them. We're gonna start with the basketball players, man. 18 of them in a health insurance scheme. Fucking taking a total of about $4 million, I think. You're talking about Big Baby Davis, Tony Allen, Darius Miles,
People that have made millions.
Sebastian Telfair.
Ripped off Medicaid.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
I don't think it's
dog,
Medicaid, but that's
no,
crazy.
no, they ripped off the NBA. Yeah. That's what they did. Put it in these false claims for injuries to get paid and compensating for and whatnot, and it wasn't actually true.
Crazy.
And they all got knocked for it, 18 of them, and they could be looking at some fines or maybe even a jail time or some shit. Who knows how to the extent of the law that the NBA wants to take it?
Yeah,
but
depends how much money they got left.
Yeah, I mean that's just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man,
yeah, man, y'all definitely fucked up this week for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all got knocked too. And then there's 18 of y'all. It's not like if it's one or two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a whole fucking ring. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole fucking scandal and shit like that.
it's the Saints of the NBA.
That's a whole team.
That's a whole team plus 3 and shit. Like some G League niggas too.
Yeah, the backup dudes in G
The
League.
Saints of the
Hell
NBA,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, that's fucked
Over here,
up.
strong arming.
Word up.
Strong arm in the league.
Yeah, so that's one you fucked up. The next you fucked up goes to Gruden, the Vegas coach.
Oh yeah.
So he got some leaked emails of talking some racist shit. You know what I'm
Approximately
saying?
10 years ago.
Yeah, approximately. But you know what? Like,
Doesn't matter.
yeah, man.
Still.
You know,
Racist emails are racist emails.
Yo, and if not for nothing, it probably looks like that hit. Ooh, excuse me. That's how he actually feels, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And it was evident on the fucking court this week. You know what I'm saying?
Quote is he doesn't have a racial bone in him, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, right.
Because that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, right.
And it's
What about
crazy.
your muscles and fucking skin and blood vessels and shit? That's probably a little racist, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man, because I don't know like how to feel about it because I want to believe it's not racist, but when you see what's said, it's like, bro, what else the fuck did you mean?
Yeah.
Type of shit. Mm-hmm. Because like, yo, man, like Gruden has like led teams and all this. You know what I mean? Like people believed in him. People still believe him to this day. You know,
Yeah,
people
I mean,
you know, African American people. Like he's a leader of football teams that are probably like not 80-90% African American. Like
Well,
this
I
is
mean,
not.
I was listening to Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max this morning, and
What'd they say?
Keyshawn put it out there. He was like, you know what? Like, yeah, we won a ring and whatnot, but
Sounds
me
about
and
right
him,
type shit.
Yeah, me and him, we never seen eye to eye and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was a player and we had our problems when you was the coach. And so now it's like if we was or if you was my coach right now and this came out, I wouldn't be wanting to play for you. You know what I'm saying? And I can
Well,
only imagine
no,
that there's a
100%.
bunch of other players that are just like that.
No,
and
now,
it was,
yeah.
And it was clear this week, man. It was clear this week, man. They should have smacked Chicago and instead they got smacked.
No way. No fucking way. Goat blood. I called it. Just want to let y'all know.
Wow. We're not gonna get into that.
Kustradamus.
The Bears.
The Bears. What y'all laughed at me last week.
I
You
did.
gonna do it because you want to say it. The Bears.
I did. It's all right.
I seen the emails before y'all seen the emails. I knew what was
Fuck
coming.
out of here.
I was CC'd.
word. BCC, do you mean?
Whatever. But
Blinds.
yeah, before
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. This motherfucker's a prick.
Word, man.
Wow.
Fucking Gruden though, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, to bounce off of that, man, let's get right into some
Whoa,
Kush
whoa,
talk,
whoa,
yo.
whoa! I would take
Okay.
a pause. I mean, yeah, I just want to throw a third. You fucked up.
Let me
Just
hear
'cause
it.
I remembered.
Oh, yeah.
Evander Kane.
Oh.
This is like some Shaq of the Fool moment right now because he's a
Yo.
repeat offender.
Yeah,
you guys
he's
remember?
been on her shit. He was the fucking gambling reject in hockey. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
That his wife blasted him because he already he's like fucking, what was it, like 100,000 in debt?
Yeah, like betting game. No, I think it was more than 100.
No, yeah, no, like that was just like one casino or
Yeah.
some shit. You know what I'm saying? But he was in mad debt.
Allegedly. Still, I think.
I don't think it's alleged no more.
Oh, yeah?
Man. I think it's real life shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, see how tell him why he fucked up.
Anyway,
again.
man, this fucking guy, Evander Kane,
This fucking guy.
yo, got caught up caught with a fake COVID card.
Wow.
Try to use a fake. If it ain't bad enough, man. If you ain't on the hot seat enough, man.
Yo, that shit is hilarious, bro.
Now you got the feds on you.
Like, where you got this from, bro?
Where'd you get this from?
Yeah.
Yo, you fucked up of the week. The trifecta.
Wow.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
All right.
You know you fucked
For Gruden,
up.
at least over a decade.
Yeah.
Word. It's been sitting on that.
Wow.
Well, who knows how long.
So we got a week, a couple of months, and a decade.
Facts.
Repeat offenders, man.
Yeah, motherfuckers ain't living their best life. Let's see the Kush Talk.
Yo, man,
Let's get into
word.
the
But
Kush
on that
Talk
note,
early.
Kush, you already
Let's get into
know.
the Kush Talk early.
Yeah, but bouncing off that Gruden, racist emails and shit going on. I got a Kush Talk about racist teachers. Racist teachers. I mean, I kind of in general of people with this kind of character, because you let's be honest, you can't weed all of them out, but you could try to weed most of them out at certain positions in society. Police officers, teachers,
You would think.
politicians.
I don't know about the
No,
police officers.
no.
Definitely not the police officers.
What do you mean?
You said you're talking about racists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not the police officers.
What do you mean, not the police officers?
What do you mean? What do I mean about the police officers? Look at how many people get shot. Look at all this other shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I said. What I said is that I know it's not the reality, but we would hope to
we
weed
would
out
hope.
these people at these
You're right. My bad.
places in society. So in these positions of society, politicians, so on and so forth.
I get you.
Teachers is one of them, all right? Because children are sponges. You know what I mean?
Word.
They as much as we want to think about, like, they mold. They mold our young ones, and whatever goes through them. Like, everybody has a favorite teacher. Everybody has a teacher they hate.
True.
Anybody who's been in school. Actually, shit, even if you're homeschooled. That's funny. I got two incidences that went down, and I want you guys to kind of guess where these went down. One of them was a teacher that told some of their students that they would be her field slaves.
Wow.
What part of where in the U.S. you think that happened?
Texas.
South, Midwest.
He said South.
Pick a state.
Pick a state. Any state.
New Mexico.
Sure. No, North Carolina.
North
North Carolina
wow.
teacher made some remarks. The kids, she had raised them. She had them raise their hand during the constitutional lesson and reminding them that if it wasn't for the Constitution, they would be her slaves,
got another
her
call.
field slaves.
We got another call. Yo, Manny, what up, bro?
Wagwan.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What's goody?
Oh yeah, I do.
What's up, Jones? What's up, Kush? What's
Yeah,
up,
dude.
bro?
What's good, Manny Fresh?
More fire.
Yo, I thought y'all was on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Not we kind of messed that up. We were supposed to be on
alright.
YouTube, but we're gonna bring it back
You know,
real soon.
Coming back.
I was just trying to look for it and I couldn't find it, and I texted you and you wasn't answering, so I figured y'all had a show today.
Yeah, we was
He's
on
a
the show.
professional.
Yeah. My bad.
He's a
No,
professional.
don't apologize. Well, I figured y'all were busy. Did y'all watch that fight this weekend though?
We
Oh,
did.
man.
We
Coming
could go.
up.
You know what? We could get into it right
We
now
could.
since you on the line. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? Why not, man?
Oh, y'all didn't even talk about that? What's the
But no,
matter?
not yet.
Not
It's
yet.
it's
Not
on
yet.
it's on the agenda.
Facts. Thank you, Kush. In stereo. No, but let's get right into it, man. Did you see the fight?
What, bro? I was lit all night because of that fight.
Yo.
Oh, word. So,
Yo,
all right, so
Manny-
let's start like this. Who did you have winning before the fight started?
No. I want to start like this. Hold up. Yo, tell me this wasn't like the most lit time watching a fight that we had in a long time.
Honestly, bro, I don't remember the last time I was this.
Like
I had
like a boxing fight,
excited.
like that had you up and down, going crazy, like yo.
No, yeah. No,
Bro,
Anyway,
it was a battle. It's
Yeah.
a classic fight. It's gonna go down
Yeah.
in history as one of the best heavyweight heavyweight title
Trilogies.
boxing matches ever.
Trilogies, yeah.
No, forget the trilogies. Just a fight in general.
Yeah,
you know what
definitely.
I'm saying?
But who
Bro,
you
this-
had, Manny? The King?
I had listen. I was really rooting for Deontay, to be honest with you, but just because
but where was your money though?
if I was a betting man, I was probably going with the Gypsy King, 100%.
Yeah, I had picked Tyson. I thought he was gonna win from the get go.
Furious.
Yeah, I
But
thought he was.
the fight went down, bro. The way they were knocking, the way that they were just hitting each other, bro.
Uh-huh.
It was ready to die in that ring, both of them.
Oh yeah, no. I think you could tell. Well, let's go through it. When you go to the first 2 rounds, I think it's split. I think it's 1-1. I don't think anybody. I think they each took a round. I know the Concrete Box didn't have that. I think they had both going to Fury, but I think Deontay took one. Then when you get to the 3rd round and Fury drops Deontay, I was like, oh man, this might be the beginning of the end. The ref kind of looked like he gave him some extra time with the count, like stopped at 6 or some other shit. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden he started counting again, and they gave him a little more time, and he got back up. Then when you get to the 4th round, and then fucking Wilder dropped Fury twice, I was like,
one was a trip.
Oh shit! I thought the next round
He tripped him on one of them.
Nah, he
I know.
that first one, that first one, dog. You seen the shockwave go through that man's body?
Yeah,
because
because he's like jelly.
It don't
he's
matter.
a straight dad
dog.
bod.
He
He's
fucking hit
flabby.
him.
Straight dad bod.
He's
But
flabby.
he hit the fuck out of him.
No, yeah,
bro.
you can see the seismic waves of the hit.
son. Like that shit was solid. That shit was crazy. And
I
then when he
remember.
dropped him again, I'm thinking, oh shit, like Deontay's gonna pull it off. But he I don't think he capitalized the way he needed to in that next round. You know, and he gave Fury some life. I also think from round 1, Deontay Wilder didn't have no legs. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't even gonna say round 1. I was giving Deontay up until like the 4th round.
He didn't look like he didn't have no legs from the beginning, from the very beginning of the fucking fight. And not only that, I didn't realize how top heavy he was, man. He is OD brolic in the upper body.
Over.
He got brolic
tip
for that
over.
fight.
Yeah, but his fucking legs is mad frail, bro. You look like you
Nah,
got
bro.
twig legs, man. That shit is horrible. You can't do that shit, especially when all your power is generated from your legs. I know he's mad brolic and he just be laying people out, and that's what he's used to and shit like that. And I feel like that's probably what he thought was gonna happen going into the fight against Fury at that time. But he definitely wasn't built to go the 11 rounds that it went. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell that by the end.
Even so, Deontay put his heart on that whole fight, bro.
Oh yeah. I feel like that towel should have been thrown in, but he was like, "Fuck that."
No, yeah, he definitely.
I'm
going
going down.
He lasted a lot longer, but
he was ready to die in that ring.
He was. No, he was.
Nah, he
He was gonna go for the last
it
breath.
It
type
looked like
shit.
he almost was, man. He looked like he almost was, man. That fucking
bro. I
that
haven't been that. I don't know, bro. Like that fight had me so excited. I ended up at the strip club after.
Wow.
allegedly at the strip club. We don't want to say for sure.
Yo, man.
Depending on who's
I mean,
listening.
I'm saying from what I saw, I was like, yo, Wilder probably got 2 out of the first 4 rounds, but after that, it was a wrap. Like he was just not the same. I don't know if it's because how much Fury was hitting and where he was hitting, because he was clocking on the back of the head too, man. Like this, I felt like this dude was dizzy by the 4th or 5th round. You know what I mean? On some concussion shit. He was cracking right in the same spot. Remember exactly where they were putting the ice every time, right in the back of the head at that spot, right behind the ear, bro. He was cranking him there every time.
Yeah, because he was leaking out of his ear.
Yeah, he was leaking out of his ear and all that.
I just think I would say that Wilder, when he was like, you know how in boxes they throw that lead hand out in front of them before they throw like the following like the cross or the hook right after it and shit like that. That's what he needed to do. When he was doing that, he was hitting Fury, and he got away from that. I think probably because he was tired, man. He couldn't keep his arm up like that.
And also, if you watch, isn't it fucking weird how fucking you saw Fury fucking weaving some of those punches? I was like, how the fuck is he doing that?
Nah, he's a good boxer, man.
No, yo,
Not
he
only
was
is
weaving.
not
He
only
was
is
doing
good
some
boxer, he
whoop,
comes
whoop,
back
whoop type of
Yeah,
shit. You know what I
uh-huh.
mean? I was like, yo, what?
Yeah, nah, it was a fire. It was definitely a fire.
I mean, he's the champ. He's a
I-
champ for a reason.
Yeah.
Champ for a reason, man.
Unless that man gives that belt up, like he just walks away from it. Anthony Joshua ain't got nothing for.
Well, he already lost, no?
Yeah, nah, he lost.
Yeah, but even if he did, he did lose. But I'm saying, even if they decide to set up that fight because of where they come from, both of them, you know, even if they eventually decide to set up that fight.
Yo,
I think.
quick question. So wouldn't Fury have to fight the guy he lost to? I can't. Yurzik. I can never get his name.
Oh,
Doesn't he have to fight him to unify though? I mean,
Yeah,
is that possible?
He would
No,
have to if he
100%,
wanted to.
But that's if Anthony Joshua, if there was already a clause in their agreement. To
That
take
for a
that fight.
rematch. Okay, I got you.
So they already have a rematch clause, so they're gonna have to fight first.
They do.
Before,
Wait, they do?
I don't know. I haven't looked it
No,
up.
they already had it. This was it. This
More
was
than
a rematch.
more than likely, anytime you have the belt, is automatically goes without saying that you already have a.
Yeah, you can't fight
rematch.
nobody but until me. Type shit. I got you.
Yeah, well, I mean, so Joshua might have to fight Homeboy again before he fights
Fury.
But I'm not gonna lie, man. Even those undercard fights, man, they were all heavyweights, man. So you seen some guys like that Sweden dude. He
was
looked
good.
like he had some promise on the come up and shit like that, and also the Cuban dude. So I mean, those are two heavyweights that possibly that we could be seeing in this same
Yeah.
championship fight against somebody like Fury real soon. You know what I'm saying? Or in the next coming years or two. You know what I'm saying? See what happens with that. But I mean, yeah, the fight was fire, bro. Fight was fire. It was entertaining. It was crazy, and it lived up definitely to the hype. And like I said, I think it will go down as one of the like the greatest heavyweight title matches in the history of boxing, with the way it was back and forth.
it was
one knockdown,
it was
then
lit.
2 knockdowns, then 1 knockdown again, and then
Those were
the
Goliaths.
final lockdown. I mean, Wilder got rocked that last one. That boy got dropped.
Talk about the tremors.
He got dropped.
Jeez.
But like I said, it was definitely entertaining, bro, and it was definitely worth the money. If you didn't actually see the fight, you probably missed out on something good. But you could always catch the rematch. I mean, the replay.
Yep.
Some way.
You missed out on history right there.
Definitely.
If you didn't see it live.
Definitely. Word up.
And in some
Did you
people's
see-
case, you also missed out on the strip club after.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Did you see Edgar?
Edgar.
Did you see the Edgar fight in the prelims? Did y'all watch the prelims?
I watched.
not all of it,
I
no.
didn't. I don't know. I seen. Like I said, I seen the Cuban dude. He knocked somebody. He beat his opponent, knocked him out, and then I seen the Sweden dude that went against the Polish dude.
Yeah.
And the Sweden dude, they called the fight. They stopped the fight on the DQ. I think it was because of the low blows and shit. But those were the only 2 fights I had seen. So I don't know if there was anybody else before.
Nah, yeah. I mean, you missed. So in the prelims, there was a fight with Edgar Belarga, the kid out of Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, nah, I didn't even peep it.
He was 17-0, bro.
And he won?
16 first round knockouts.
Oh, word.
He ended
Wait a
up.
minute. Is this the kid? Yeah. This is the
telling
kid.
me, but he
And
got-
he won
yeah,
again.
that-
And he won again. He won
Yeah.
again by
He
knockout.
won again, and he didn't knock. No, it went by decision this last fight. He actually got knocked down. He never been knocked down before. He got knocked down by a veteran, but he still ended up winning on the points regardless because he was dominant the whole fight. But,
Oh no, it's probably not the same kid. There was another kid. I don't know where he's from, but he's like 21 years old, 22 years old, is like 19-0, and they were saying like he like never lost a round,
Word.
and he's got like 18 knockouts, like 19-0 type shit.
Word. Might be the same person y'all talking about. and I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I don't
I
know.
didn't
I
see.
gotta look it
you
up.
know,
I
'cause
didn't catch your
I had
name.
gotten out of work, and then when I got out of work, I came home, took a shower and changed, and I went over to Kush crib to watch the fight. So the first couple of prelims I didn't see. I only seen the last 2 prelims and then the main event.
Okay.
Word up.
Check him out though.
All right.
Word,
So what did my
bro.
brother in the back over there? What was his pick? Who was his pick?
Who you picked, Wilder or Fury?
Fury.
Oh, yeah, Fury, he said.
Yeah.
Tyson.
Gypsy King.
Gypsy King.
King of the Gypsies.
The Gypsy King. It was a good fight, bro. It was definitely a good fight, man.
Great fight. I had so much fun.
Word up. Yo,
You had a
man.
good time?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Well, before we let you go, man, just want to shout you out, man, doing your thing. Look out for that restaurant about to open soon. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be the first ones to promote that for you. You know what I'm saying? Try to get some people to come through, especially for the grand opening. Looking to do a Jones Hour episode over there, man. So everybody that's been listening, be on the lookout. We'll have all the info in terms of, address and location when it's ready. I know my man is just waiting for some final things to work on, which
the little
should be
things.
soon, man. And then we're going to hit the ground running, baby.
Yeah,
Facts.
I'm paying custom.
Oh, yeah, I'm paying.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Oh.
I'm talking about everyone. Anyway, listen, continue y'all show, and y'all have a good night.
Yo, you too,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Much love, big bro.
You already.
All right,
Love you, man.
y'all have a good night.
Yeah,
Safe
you too.
out there.
Love you, bro.
You
You
too,
already, man.
Yeah.
Later.
Deuce.
Oh, second call of the night. Fire.
Word.
Up. So back to the Kush Talk, man, with the racist teachers.
Oh yeah, man. So that's crazy though, right, man?
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, she said you
You
could be
would
my
be my
field slaves.
Yeah.
That was
Not
harsh.
even house
No,
ones.
his house. And there was another one in which a teacher pulled off a little girl's hijab.
Oh,
And
no.
she has to be like 6 years old or something.
That ain't
maybe
right.
10. That's grimy. Can you guess where that happened?
Florida.
No, bro. No.
You said no?
I can't.
Jersey.
I can't guess where. Yeah.
Jersey?
Tri-state.
Wow.
And like the reason I bring that up and is because like you would think in some place like down south they got roots in which this shit's embedded in them and how people think. But Jersey and the tri-state you would think would be a little bit more, you know what I mean? With the times type of shit.
Yeah, nah.
And
Well, let's be real, man. This whole fucking country was built on racism.
okay.
And it's still very, very much alive,
Okay.
even though it's 2021.
No. 100%. I told you it's going to be impossible. There's going to be people that just are going to be like that. You know what I mean? But in places like New York, you know what I mean? Like we're a little bit more progressive with our shit. You know what I mean? You can't you can't say that. You know what I mean? There's racist people all over. I get it. But you know what I mean? In terms of everywhere else, you would think that the tri-state. And secondly, the teacher took it off and said, you shouldn't wear this. You have beautiful hair. Right? Shouldn't that teacher be like a little bit more aware as a teacher
Word.
of like what that is
Word.
and why she's wearing it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck?
You would think.
You would think, but unfortunately, man, you can't put anything past anybody these days. You know
It's just
what I'm saying?
yeah, it's unfortunate. See, we gotta weed these type of people out of areas of position, occupations of position, like to mold young minds, teachers. You know what I mean? That could hold guns, like cops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Politicians that could stop people from voting. You know what I mean? Shit like these are the areas that like we have to try our best to weed them out, man. And
I agree.
slowly but surely, like it would help change. Like something will change. You'll get other people up there that you know what I mean. They'll do
Word.
good for us. You know, there will be a time where will be a flip side. I just don't know when.
Word.
Right, man. But
It's Kush, you already know.
Kush Talk.
you don't know.
Word up. So now let's get into the fucking football, man.
Football.
Let's do it.
Football.
Americano.
Huh?
Americano.
Football Americano.
Football Americano. You already know. Let's start with the Jets. They had the morning game. Their game was in London.
Europe.
you know what? I kind of expected a little more from that. I think the three of us did. We all picked the Jets. You know what I'm saying? But I think
too much tea and biscuits.
The factor was is that they was going against Atlanta, and then you see some promise from Zach Wilson. The shit that we didn't think of is that, you know, Zach Wilson is still a rookie, man, and still has a lot of learning to do. So, you know, that old Zach Wilson that we seen a couple of weeks ago wanting to creep up into that game through them picks. He got a total of 9 interceptions so far for the season in 5 games. And, you know, it just wasn't enough for them. Yeah. That was the end of that. And, you know, as shitty as Atlanta is, you know, you still got Matt Ryan, who's an MVP quarterback, went to the Super Bowl already. You know what I'm saying? He knows what it takes to win a game. He knows how to manage a game. He knows all of those things that Zach Wilson is still learning. So I think that was big for him, and that was the difference in the game with the Jets. When we talk about the Giants, they was playing the Cowboys this week, and I felt like it was going to be a competitive game. We coming off our first win. We had a lot of momentum coming in. I think Daniel Jones has been on fire the whole week, and the whole season, and stayed true to that coming into the week. I think Jason Garrett finally started making the correct play calls to fit what the Giants' offense was to get the results that we need. And then we got all the injuries, man. Saquon sprained his ankle. I mean, if you seen us yesterday, me and Ann Acid, we was live watching it on the
streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, streaming on YouTube. So, you know, we're probably gonna be trying to do that a couple more times throughout the season, if not every week, depending on people's schedules and shit. But you know, it is what it is. So we was doing that on there, and then what was the other one? I mean, Saquon got hurt. Daniel Jones got the concussion, and then Galladay was hurt.
Gave us that wobble.
Yep. So by the time the second half started, all 3 of them was gone. That so far has accounted for 70% of our offense.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's not really...
and that was it for our offense after.
That was the end of that, yeah. And, I mean, we still kind of did good, but it was nowhere near enough for what we needed to compete with the high-power offense of what Dallas got, especially starting with Ezekiel Elliott and then, you know, Dak and the weapons around him in the passing game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Kush, you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. I fucking hate Joe Judge now. I hate Jason Garrett. I've hated him since he was the head coach of the Cowgirls.
Right.
I hate all of them.
Right.
It's very unfortunate. The things like injuries and all that shit. All right, you can, you know, you could try to prepare for, but you can't really call. Right? Okay, we'll give you that. But like, fucking Tony had like a fucking career game. Right? We could see what the fuck he could do. And then the motherfucker goes out and punches some dude in the helmet like an idiot, like a like a retard. All right. I'm not upset at Tony for that. He's a rookie. Who I'm upset at is Joe Judge and the coaching staff, because the one thing that they've all been preaching was we're going to be prepared. And I sound like a broken record with this shit on this show right now. Mm-hmm. Right? We're going to be prepared. We're going to be disciplined. We're going to be all this, that, and then third. We're going to be ready. Bullshit. You guys are getting stupid-ass penalties. All right? You got fucking Tony punching people in the fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is retarded.
Yeah. Well, I mean... It was definitely a bad
Joe
moment.
Judge,
I think it was definitely a rookie reaction by a young player,
which is fine.
Unfortunate,
which is fine. But Joe Judge gives us nothing, Jones. Mm-hmm. Joe Judge gives us nothing else. What does he say in his press conference that is actually valuable information in terms of what the team is doing or how he's going to improve the team? Nothing, because that's all the shit he says.
Yeah.
And now it's becoming a little phony to me. I was trying to believe in you, bro. I was trying to believe in you, but you're not. Your players are not practicing what the preacher's preaching.
Facts.
It's not. We're not seeing it. We gave you always the early in the season excuse. No, we're in week 6 now. Mm-hmm. We just went through week 5. That's no more. Now we could see the holes.
Yeah.
And the fucking injuries are just cherries on top of this beautiful, horrible Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was unfortunate. But let's go through the rest of the week 5 games, and then we'll get into the week 6 pick'ems So we starting with the Rams in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I took the Rams. Y'all both took Seattle. I seen that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
You seen Russell Wilson get
even though
hurt?
Russell Wilson get hurt.
You seen
no,
that?
I didn't see that. But
Yeah,
I
don't
did see the
don't
Rams
Saddam
win.
is shit.
I saw the Rams win. That's what I saw, and that's what the fuck happened.
Outta here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you.
Bullshit. You got
Thank
lucky.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Got lucky.
Gracias.
De nada.
And not a grassy ass.
All right. Well, we all took the
You know
Jets.
what I'm saying? Yeah, we all took the Jets. That was
Shitty.
That was an L. And you took Cincinnati over
Green Bay and Cincinnati was a fucking kick
It was a
out.
good game.
That was a kick out.
It was a good game. Went into overtime. Cincinnati had the opportunity to win.
Yo,
They missed the field goal
just
in
real quick.
overtime, and then Green Bay got it back.
Just real quick, it in that game it got to a point where they were missing the field goals where it got me like excited. I was like, oh shit, to a point like, what the fuck? How are you missing these?
Yeah.
Like
it
that's
was
how
bad.
many field goals they missed.
Minnesota.
Minnesota,
We all picked Minnesota. They got the W.
the Vikings.
And you picked Denver over Pittsburgh.
Yep.
That wasn't a good one. You picked Miami over Tampa. That was not a good one.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Washington and New Orleans. New Orleans won, right?
I know.
Yeah, so
Jameis Winston.
Kush got that one right. That was a good one. We all picked Carolina, and
Yep.
that was a fail because Philly won.
Yep.
We all picked Tennessee. That was a W. We all picked New England. That was a W. Kush with the Bears call.
The Bears, and
Gets
I
that
just
one
want to Kush
over
Stradamus
Vegas.
just real quick. Look back at the tape. Week 5. Who's the starting quarterback officially?
Justin Fields.
Fields. Told y'all.
Is it
Told y'all it was
Jalen? Is
gonna
it Justin
happen.
or Jalen? Jalen
Justin.
Fields? Justin
Jalen
Fields.
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. You're right.
Justin Fields.
There we go.
Told y'all. I said week 5 officially
Facts.
starting, and guess what? It was a W.
Yeah, no, it
W.
was.
It's a W.
It was. You got it. It was a
Boom.
good call for you. We all picked the
It's
Chargers
good,
and
you
got that
already
win.
know.
We all picked the Giants and lost. We all picked Arizona and won. I told y'all about Buffalo,
You did.
similar to the Rams.
Buffalo.
Give me that one. And then we all picked Baltimore for tonight, man. So it looks like we'll all either we'll all be getting another W or we'll all be taking another L with that one.
Let's see how that goes, man.
All right, so now let's get into week 6.
Let's do it.
Get into week 6. I haven't filled them all out, but we'll
I
start.
think somebody took my pen.
We can share.
Yeah.
You need one?
No, okay, we good.
Well, you can start with that.
Okay.
Tampa and Philly.
Bucks.
You want to mark it?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. You got Bucks too.
Bucks, yeah, fuck shitbirds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, he said that all week. So
Wow.
I think every week. So I think that's gonna be his go-to move.
Wow.
But I mean, it is Tom Brady, so it's not a bad move. Yeah. So we got Tampa. I think we all got Tampa.
Yo.
Then Miami and Jacksonville.
In England. Yo, England is getting fucking
Jags.
horrible games. I mean,
Jacksonville?
horrible teams.
Jags, yeah.
I think
In England?
In England.
In England.
I think I'm taking Miami.
Wow.
I think I mean I wanted root for Jacksonville. I want them to get over the hump, but that could have been another you fucked up moment of the week with this fucking guy. Wasn't he that last week?
What?
Uh, Urban Meyer dubbing in the fucking in the bar, not traveling with the team. He's lost that locker room. He's lost that locker room. It'll only be based on what Trevor Lawrence can do. That if anybody gets behind him, it'll be what Trevor Lawrence does and not what Urban Meyer does.
Mm-hmm.
So until I can see a change, I'm sticking with everybody against him.
I got you.
Miami for me.
I got you. I'm going Jaguars. And the reason I'm doing that is because I feel like they fucking played in England so many times. It's a home game.
You can stay with it for a little bit.
I will.
I'm taking Green Bay against the Bears. Fuck yourself. You taking the Bears?
You got
The Bears.
Wow.
the Bears?
The Bears.
Oh, man. Ed's taking the Bears. Yeah, Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Sorry, man. Sorry. Aaron.
All right, I'm good with that. Cincinnati and Detroit.
Oh,
I'm going Bengals.
I thought it was pronounced Detroit. I'm going Bengals.
Bengalis.
Okay. Houston and Indianapolis.
Holy shit.
This is
Oh, God.
a toss
What a
up.
fucking week.
Yeah, it's a toss up. I think I'm gonna take.
Are these pick'ems?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take. The Colts because they're at home.
Colts.
Only because they're at home.
Wow.
What about you? Colts?
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck their quarterback is still.
Yeah, me neither.
Get it?
But whatever.
I don't know who their quarterback is still.
Is it still?
I think so.
Yeah. It's one or the other.
Close. Rams?
Rams, Giants. I'm
Giants.
taking the Rams,
Wow.
unfortunately.
Yeah, pencil it in. I mean,
I'll
put some
put the
ink
pen.
on there.
I'll put it. It's already in there. You could take it.
wow, you already put it in. Wow.
Yeah.
You Kush?
G-Man.
Rams.
There you go.
I bleed blue.
Yeah, me too.
He's
Just not
coming
this
back.
week.
He's coming back. He's going 402 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and we'll probably still lose because the Rams is nasty. Kansas City and Washington. I'm going your boy MVP Mahomes, man.
Yeah, as you should. I feel like Washington is really shadowing themselves this season with their defense and everything. Like, they literally shit out of them and imploded into a whole bunch of more shit because we don't know what the fuck is happening to their defense, coming off of last year. So,
Kansas
Yeah.
City.
KC.
Is that who you're picking?
Yeah.
Okay. Minnesota and Carolina. This one is a hard one for me. I don't know who to pick.
I'm
be
gonna go
honest.
Vikings.
you're going Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm going Carolina.
Minnesota, eh?
Because I feel like Kirk Cousins and that team kind of went on their quick little run, and Carolina's coming off that loss, and they're at Carolina, and they're going to win. Because Christian McCaffrey's coming back, and they're going to be a beast.
Oh. I'll agree with you. We'll see what happens. This is another choice-up right here. Chargers in Baltimore. It's going to be probably the best game at 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I know. One on
taking
the count of 3.
Chargers.
Oh, fucked it up.
Oh, you wanted to do the
On the
bird
count
call?
of 3. No, on the count of 3. Say your pick.
1.
No, it's too
2.
late. You said it. It's the Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers, too. Let's go.
And Ant's going with the Ravens, right?
Yeah, 'cause he's a bird. He's a bird.
Arizona and
Oh,
Cleveland.
more birds.
I'm going Cardinals.
Brown birds.
You going Arizona too? Ant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland got this ground and pound game.
Wow, you
Gonna
going
get 'em.
Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Wow.
The Browns.
Vegas and Denver. I'm going Denver, as a matter of fact. Not Vegas. I'm
Wow.
going Denver.
Wow. Thin air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after everything's going on, I think Vegas.
Wow. Wow, they're gonna stick up for their coach.
Nah, they're just gonna show up because
They're gonna show up because they're football players, and that's what they do.
Exactly.
I'm going the Horsemen, the Denver Broncos,
Yeah. Dallas and New England.
the Patriots.
I'm going the Cowboys.
All right.
Pats.
We'll lose.
Pats. All
Yes,
right.
Thank you. You will win.
Seattle and Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Oh wow. Russell Wilson broke his finger, bro.
Yo, Russell Wilson's probably gonna be out for like the season or like 8 weeks.
Yeah, man. You don't have to.
Geno
make that
Smith
call
is
just yet.
who you're betting on there.
Yeah.
Just before you pencil that in.
Yeah.
Still rock with Seattle.
Yeah, he's
All right.
Yeah, he's
I'm
going for the money
Pittsburgh.
line.
All right, and then
Buffalo.
Monday night, Buffalo and Tennessee.
There's
I think
only
we're all
10
gonna
I
go
see.
Buffalo, right? Or is anybody going to Tennessee? I'm going Buffalo. You already know that's my team.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what? I'll go Titans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because who the fuck could stop Buffalo right now? Except Derrick Henry. I'm going Titans, baby.
You going Titans?
It's Kush, you already know.
Derrick Henry, DH, the king, the
Okay.
massa.
Okay.
You
You want
done know.
to mark that in?
No,
You should.
it's up for debate.
Mark it in, man. So when I take your paper. Yeah, mark it in. You're a fucking prick.
Let me go.
Okay, where we at right now? Let's get into a little fucking baloncesto, man.
What?
Baloncesto?
Baloncesto?
It's been a while, man. It's been a while.
back.
So let's start with our fucking Knicks, man. They are looking great.
Knickerbockers.
Early. Right, Ant?
Yes, sir.
Right, boy? Like they've been doing a thing. They got a little squad, and I think that
Little depth.
yeah, man. Everybody's been playing hard, believing in the process. Tibbs got everybody knowing their role, and I think that's key. I think we've improved in the 3-point shooting. I think from the little preseason games that we've seen, which is big, because when we get into the half court sets, that's what's going to be needed. Plus, Kemba and D Rose together, man, has been fucking beast, right?
Yep.
Oh man.
And they're shooting.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, just the chemistry between the two of them together on the court has been crazy.
Yeah, let's see. You know, the whole thing. It's beautiful to see the chemistry. You're right, because like that could have went the whole other way. Watching it, that's pretty dope. My just whole question is longevity with these guys. Like I would now we see what we see. Let's see if they could both be there together.
Healthy.
Well, together, you know,
Okay.
like because instead of one or the other, which is a big possibility, it might happen like that. But it is nice to see, man. And RJ and Obi.
RJ Barrett, RJ Barrett, he looking like he could make an All-Star game.
Oh yeah,
this year.
Oh yeah, my fantasy pickup, by the way, late too.
Oh, fantasy.
Got him late.
Yeah, I haven't done my draft yet. It's coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for that. I got the 9th pick, so
I picked up D Rose and Barrett.
I don't know what's gonna be out there left for me, but I got my eye on some players.
Okay,
See what happens with that.
okay.
We'll be talking that shit for the whole season, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Knicks been doing good. Some trouble in LA with Westbrook. 15 turnovers in 2 games. That's not looking too good. But it's also preseason. It doesn't even count. You know what I'm saying?
And,
so we'll see what's gonna happen. But it is something to pay attention to because
And he's an MVP.
Westbrook,
man. He'll get it together.
No, but Westbrook is really ball dominant, and so is LeBron James. So. I think one of them is going to be having to have to be willing to play the back burner in that role, and I really feel it should be Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Like let LeBron do what he do.
I think it's going to be LeBron.
I don't think that's going to be the right answer. I don't think that's going to be the right move for them if that's what they do. That's all I'm saying.
See.
You know what I'm saying? We'll see about that.
Yeah.
But also, I wanted to, as we this is something I wanted to do a couple of weeks ago. We forgot about it, man. But let's throw out some players out there that as we see D Rose come back after the hellacious injuries that he had, that basically changed the trajectory of his career. You know what I'm saying? Can you think of any other players? You know what I'm saying? One that automatically comes to my mind is one of my favorites of all time. That's Grant Hill. You know what I'm saying? Grant Hill was LeBron before LeBron. Grant Hill was the heir apparent to Jordan. And after them injuries, he wasn't ever really the same again.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Penny's
another one. And who you got?
No one off the top of my head that came back from. Especially back in the day, it was much rarer to come back from an injury.
No, I'm just saying that they didn't come back from an injury. That their career was never the same.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That ruined by injuries.
Yeah.
Shit. There's a fucking bunch.
There it's.
You could go. You go T Mac.
You go T Mac.
You know what? Yeah, let's do Tracy McGrady. Fuck it.
Tracy.
Yeah.
What about what's his name from Portland?
Brandon Roy.
Even
Odin.
Even Sean Livingston.
Yeah, he wasn't the same. Yao Ming. Yao Ming was a beast. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like those Houston teams can never get the full strength that they needed in the playoffs. Either T-Mac was hurt or Yao was hurt, and it was never panned out to the full potential of their teams or the full strength for them in the fucking playoffs.
Only because a couple weeks ago, I looked into this because we were talking about this. What's this dude's? I'm forgetting his name, man. He's like an announcer now for college, and he did NBA.
Oh, Jay Will.
No. Oh, him too.
Jay Will.
No, that's one too. No, he's a center. His son coaches the Kings. He's on TV. He's like a hippie. He's a center. He was like a crazy college player. Like he's like a fucking Hall of Famer and shit. He barely played.
And his son coached the Kings.
Yeah, he's like a goofy, funny dude, man. How am I fucking forgetting this guy's name, man? Who's the guy who coached the Lakers?
Walton.
His father.
Walton. Oh, Bill Walton?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wasn't that by injury?
Well, he was. I think they had won the chip though in Portland before he got injured though. But he might have been. He was killing.
No,
in
I think
college.
he was injured.
He won.
In college, and I think he
on
only
UCLA.
played.
He was on UCLA. He won chips.
Yeah,
in UCLA.
In UCLA, but I think he was injured a lot of that season though, from what I was seeing. Because I remember looking this shit up when we was talking about just to get like refreshed. Yeah, he's up there. Yeah,
man, it's a little, but it looks like with all of those plays that we said, some of them got a chance of redemption. Some of them never got the chance at all. but none of them ever really fulfilled or even was on a team to make it to that promised land. And I feel like D Rose got it with the Knicks right now, man. I think D Rose is someone that's completely slept on. What many would term in as washed up. And I feel like he's in his second, you know how you got that second childhood and shit like that? I feel like he's in his second career right now. And he's going to kill it for the Knicks. And we're going to fucking take over. And we're going to be at least, we in the top 5 in terms of the East.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Top 5 team.
Like I ain't going front. Like I really hope so, but I don't think promised land. I hope so. But D Rose is definitely one of those players that are slept on in terms of shit like that. But also, it is the Knicks that's also that's bringing this out of him, because you saw him on the other teams. He wasn't doing what he was doing here like this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like there's an actual genuine love, for New York and for the coach.
Yeah.
And for the coach.
Well, I mean, he
both.
was there with Minnesota, but it didn't work. But he did drop he did have like a 50-point game in Detroit, I think it was.
Yeah. No, he did his thing, but when you watch Detroit games, like he wasn't leading the team. You know what I mean? Like how he was here. Like this seems like his right role. This seems like the fit.
I agree.
In terms of all teams.
Well, I mean, preseason is on the way. Fantasy has already started for the basketball.
Let's get it.
I can't wait for the regular season. It's going to be exciting to watch our Knicks and even the rest of the NBA to see what's going to happen.
I mean, we running a little short on time, man, but next week, man, just a little teaser, man. We got to talk about this Kyrie vaccine shit going on.
Facts.
And the rest of the league, not just Kyrie, but he's the big name. But we can touch that later, man.
Word. Well, let's do the death match real quick.
Let's do it.
Gladiator death match. Matchup today is Tyson Fury versus Mike Tyson.
Holy shit.
Prime Mike Tyson, right?
Holy shit. Well, primes.
Yeah.
We're going to put primes in.
Yo,
that would be
automatic.
I am not betting against a young Mike Tyson. I know for a fact that man is just different. And Tyson Fury, he's good, man. He's solid. Good? No, he's more than good. I don't want to put him as great just yet, but he's more than good. He's definitely holding the reign.
I'm stopping this here. It's a gladiator death match. He's good. Yo, they're both sick fucks. They're both going to be trying to gnawing each other's fucking elbows off.
That's what I'm saying. Tyson. Mike. Iron Mike.
Yeah, I think Fury's just as sick, though.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Sorry. I think he's just as sick. Like his fucking... What, Aunt? You said his fucking father was like a bare-knuckle boxer and shit?
His pops was a bare-knuckle champion, like never lost.
He'll fucking like...
But he's not fighting his pops. He's fighting him. And Iron Mike, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
fight
close.
to the death, Mike Tyson. Well, we already know that Mike Tyson will go to the length of biting you, because he's already done that in a fight. Yeah, so he'll do whatever it takes to beat you. And this
guy's the Gypsy King. I don't know what the fuck he's done in his life.
He's fucking dancing and raving and singing and shit like that. Yeah, fuck all that.
What?
Has he at?
He's probably done mad coke and shit. He's probably just as sick as fucking Mike.
I was about to say, Mike Tyson didn't do coke. You're bugging.
I'm bugging. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's just as sick as Mike, and I feel like he might have done like even crazier shit over there in Europe.
So who's winning?
I'm going Fury.
And
Gladiator.
I'm going Mike Tyson.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm going Mike. I'm going Mike. I think Mike's rope-a-dope could beat Tyson Fury's just everything.
I think Tyson Fury is going to bite off his pec. Straight up. Like he's going to have him in a chokehold. He's going to rip it off.
Just rip that tit off. Whole pec.
Whole pec.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
That's how I see it. You say gladiator death match.
Yeah,
that's the shit I picture.
Kush bugging. Yeah, in their prime. In their prime, Marvelous. In their prime.
Gladiator death match.
It's a gladiator. This is not a boxing match. It's a gladiator death match to the death.
They're both crazy motherfuckers.
To the death.
I don't know why.
To the end. I'm still going Mike Tyson. I don't give a fuck.
I feel like Fury got some tricks up his sleeve.
If Mike Tyson is if that's that 19, 20-year-old Mike Tyson. Right after a fucking binge coke night and all of that other shit.
Yeah, you can tell he's pasting someone's face on his opponent's head and shit like that before he fights him.
Just real quick, I know we talking.
I'm gonna kill him.
Marvelous on the check-in says nobody beating Mike in his prime but gonorrhea.
Wow.
Wow.
So that goes to show you. I mean, that was a little.
And some rape charges.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well.
Wow.
He did his time.
Wow.
And he's not. He's definitely not R. Kelly with it. That's for sure.
Wow.
And I'm still going Iron Mike, man.
Yeah,
Iron fucking Mike.
I know we talking Gladiator Deathmatch, but just real quick, how dope, how funny you think it would be them chilling though, like them two sick fucks. Like I know Mike's on his fucking peaceful spiritual shit now and shit.
Nah, I think it'll be cool chilling. I think it'll be
like no, because they are sick motherfuckers though. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, they like each other.
I feel like they'll go out and party. Like, what do you think that bar would be like?
I mean, he's named after him, so you know what I mean.
He is.
Yeah. You know.
He is. Yes, I think his father named that.
Buster
Wow.
Douglas. Yeah, Buster Douglas and gonorrhea. I guess so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, but that's
kryptonite.
Yeah, but that's a dope one, man.
That was a good one. Tyson versus Tyson.
I like that one.
Mike versus Fury.
Word.
And we're going Iron Mike. Well, not Kush, but me and Mr. Acid.
Mr. Acid.
Mr. Acid. You done know. Yeah,
next?
Mike from Brooklyn.
All right, what are we getting into now?
Well,
we got?
top 10. I have a top
What?
10 this
Top 10.
week. Top 10.
Yo, never
Kush,
fails.
Shut the fuck up.
It never
all right?
fails.
I got hip hop soundtracks. Hip hop soundtracks from movies. Some of them you may know, some of them you don't know. It's all right, but I got 10 of them. So just in case you don't, just in case you've never heard of these movies, check the movies out and then check the soundtracks out too. All right, number 10 is Who's the Man? Fire movie. This was with Ed Lover, Dr. Dre, a bunch of hip hop cameos, and they actually try to be cops. And what the funny part is that they take the test and do abracadabra the whole way down and pass the test and become cops, but actually do some shit where people is doing grimy shit in the hood. But the soundtrack is fire because of all the hip hop cameos that's on it. All the people that are in the movie are on the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? So you need to check that out.
Right.
Number 9, Nutty
funny.
Professor 2. I know that sounds a little outlandish, but that soundtrack is crazy. I used to have that soundtrack myself, and it got fire tracks on there. It got the Faded Pictures fucking case, got the Hey Poppy with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Got some tracks. Check that out.
That's
Number
9.
8. That's 9. Number 8, New Jack City. New Jack City, fire. Another fire soundtrack. Ice-T got an ill-ass track on there. Keeps it a completely gangster, and that's the first time you hear "Color Me Bad" with the "I Want to Sex You Up." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
sex you up.
yeah. So that came out on that soundtrack, and then they fame. We know how that is.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, Juice. You know what I'm saying? We know how that goes. I got that fucking. I want to. Yeah, I was about to say Eric B. and Rakim. I couldn't think of it. Eric B. and Rakim. That shit is fire. Number 6, I got Above the Rim. Bunch of tracks that were actually in the movie that you could hear, and you'll be like, oh, that was my jam. Number 5, Boomerang with the Eddie Murphy. More on the slow jam shit, but definitely a lot of fire tracks on that level. So that's something you could get into. Number 4 is Friday. Got them Ice Cube joints. Got some of them throwback, Mary Jane with what's this? Rick James. You know what I'm saying? Number 3 is a sleeper. Something I don't know if anybody's on. That's The Streets Is Watching, Jay-Z. Off of his little hood movie and shit like that. But that Streets Is Watching soundtrack is crazy. Number 2 got Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent.
Yeah, Queens.
You know how that goes.
Fire.
QU in the building. And then number 1, the 8 Mile, man. 8 Mile Eminem. I think,
like that.
I think 8 Mile takes the essence of battle rap into what it is right now and what we see it. And I don't think if that movie comes out that battle rap would propel in the direction that it did without that movie. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Space Jam did too. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Get Rich or Die Trying was number 2. Pay attention. Marvelous.
He's on the delay.
Yeah. All right, so that's the end for the, top 10 this week. Soundtracks. Top 10 hip hop soundtrack movies. You already know. And is that everything? Are we up to the Love Jones? Or no, I want to do one more thing. Trending topics.
Oh.
Trending topics for Dave Chapelle.
Oh, okay.
Dave Chapelle. For some of you that don't know, he had a little special that came out on Netflix, and it was definitely a little. It could be offensive, especially to the LGBTQ community. But I mean, at the end of the day, one, it's a stand-up. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever seen Dave Chappelle's stand-ups, no matter what or how flagrant it might get, he always has a message or a lesson in it at the end. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I mean, just in general though, if you're looking at a stand-up to get offended,
it doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah,
you're watching the wrong shit.
It's a stand-up.
Yeah, you're watching the wrong thing.
It's
You're
subscribe to Paramount, Nat Geo.
You're looking to be triggered. You know, like come on, man, pick something else.
Karens.
Yeah, so I think, and then they try to cancel him, which this cancel shit is just fucking dumb. I'm over that cancel shit. I don't believe in none of it. I don't think you could actually cancel somebody without killing them. So it's like, bro, like, get over yourselves. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, tough shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't have to like everything.
Yeah, like it's fine.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
Freedom of choice to watch.
If it was that offensive to you, all you had to do was just turn it off and say, I'm not fucking with this, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot more other people laughing.
To each their own, bro. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the funny part about it is like when they actually try to bring up the problems with it, you know what I'm saying? They only bring up like a one joke or like a 10-second clip of what he said.
How long's the thing?
The whole episode is like over an hour long. And then he at the end of it, like he paints a picture of what this cancel culture does in terms of a trans person that was a big fan of his, inspired him to want to do comedy, just didn't know what it was, then goes into how he lets the trans person actually open up for him because, he after one of the shows, they got cool. He brought him backstage and they had a conversation. And, then after the fact, even though Dave Chappelle says he bombs and the trans person bombs and makes fun of him after the fact, the trans person still holds their own, still is able to take the joke, still able to fire back jokes back at him and says, you know what, man, you actually are good with this. The first time Dave Chappelle tries to get canceled, the person steps up and defends him like, you're taking it the wrong way. This is an art form. This is a person who is a master of his art form and you got to respect it. And then months later, the same trans person gets the same cancel culture feedback shit and winds up committing suicide. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's like it came full circle if you actually watch the whole thing in its entirety and listen to what exactly Dave Chappelle was saying and not actually just being so offensive because he had a gay joke.
A lot of people,
like, come on.
A lot of people want to hear what they want to hear. It's called selective listening.
Yeah.
And those people are pricks. Straight up.
Yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up for the trending topic because, I mean, this cancel culture thing, man, it just, like, you don't know the ramifications of what you're doing. There's so much bullying. There's so much things that go on behind the scenes. There's so many things that happen. And a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, I can't say 9 times out of 10. I don't really know the statistics on that. But a lot of times what happens is, man, the suicide outcome is very, very real and very prevalent in that shit, and it's sad when someone is either bullied or gets to the extent where they have to actually feel like they have to take their own life. You know what I'm saying? That's sad within itself. You know?
Yeah, word. Yeah,
man. So now let's get into the Love Jones. Love Jones should be quick.
Joe,
it's not.
Gonna die.
It's Thank you, Kush. My bad. I'm sorry. I forgot my harp because I was so used to the violin that I
ain't surprised.
I know. I'm not surprised neither.
Yeah, man.
Because I just really want to play the violin. Anyway, back to the Love Jones. But you guys cancel cultured my violin. That's what you guys did. And now I can't fucking play it no more.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Bringing it back. Anyway.
What we got?
So, if any of you that have been paying attention to my Love Jones topics, there's one thing that I always say, and it's having an open mind to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because communication is so key in a relationship that it's like that. But what I will say is that there are certain things that you gotta be wary about in terms of topics if you're gonna bring them up within your relationship. And you know, a lot of it, I mean, it's a funny line in terms of drawing it. And when I get to these topics, you'll understand why I'm saying that. You know, one is politics within itself. You know, sometimes you could be a supporter of one thing and somebody could be a supporter of another thing, and you know, that within itself can cause an argument because they don't necessarily understand where you're coming from because they're so embedded in their upbringing or way of thinking that, again, you can't be open-minded enough to at least listen to your partner's reasoning for supporting a certain thing, supporting a certain candidate, supporting or actually even not supporting a certain law. You know what I'm saying? Like pro-choice and pro-life. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing. I mean, within myself, I'm all for the choice of a woman's body, and it's their body. They have the right to do what they want to do with it, and it's not a man to make that decision. But there are a lot of men that don't feel that way, you know. And if you are a woman that feels like it should be pro-choice and have a man that is not that way, that could be a big thing, and that falls in the political context of a conversation you have when you're in your relationship, even religion. You know what I'm saying? You get with somebody that's religious. I think maybe Kush could possibly shed some light on this, but I know, is it your mom that's Hindu?
Mm-hmm.
Hindu people, especially when it comes to like marriages and religions, there's certain things that have to be done a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to marry a Hindu woman, you have to be willing to, you know, do certain things, you know. And if your upbringing is not, forget your upbringing, if your belief system is not to actually be a part of that, that could be an issue within itself. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you could be wasting your time. Certain types of jokes, you know what I'm saying? We just got into how people can get so offended on just a joke within itself, you know what I'm saying? If you have a dark humor about you, some people might not be willing to understand that, you know what I'm saying? And might see it as fucked up, you know? Someone's appearance, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be understanding whether you're with a man or a woman or whatever your type of situation is. Some people are very, very self-conscious about their body. You know what I'm saying? And where you might love them for what they are and what they look like, they might not just be willing to do anything they want with their body. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like having a shirt off in a pool, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, you know? It could be something as simple as that, you know? And where you might not see nothing wrong with it, they might see everything wrong with that, you know? Because they're very self-conscious of their body, you know? And to some people, it's a big deal, and you got to understand that. And even when you go into the past of somebody like like a high school, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody's high school experience was that good. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised. I remember when I was in high school that a chick was getting labeled to be like a hoe or promiscuous, and in reality, the girl was a virgin. You know what I'm saying? But people, you know, word gets out there. You know what I'm saying? One dude doesn't like one chick, wants to like another chick. Rumors get spread. Now all of a sudden that chick's a whore.
Rumors are spreading.
And the chick literally fucking never did more than make out with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things, like, this is why I say when I said a funny line about it, because you know the high school and the jokes thing, that could be something you could bring up at whenever time, and if they're willing to open up to you, then that's a plus within itself. You know what I'm saying? But it's something like politics and religion. You know what I'm saying? That might be something you might want to bring up early, not fucking second date shit. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But
So who'd you vote for?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you might
You
want to
ordering
bring that up
dessert?
because
Not tonight.
because if you feel that strongly about the shit and you can't find the median or the open-mindedness to agree or disagree, it could be a problem later along down the line.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Oh, that's fire. We got somebody on the check-in that just signed a 41-day contract with the Nets to play all the home games for Kyrie.
Wow.
Shout out Michael John. We felt that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. We bringing that up next week, man. So
Yeah,
tune in,
yeah.
fuck
We'll
with
tune
us.
in because we won't spend some time on that.
Yeah,
Trust
we're
me.
definitely going to get into that next week. But, yeah, man, that's the end of Love Jones, and that's the end of the Jones Hour, man. Episode 37.
We
You
wanna
already know how it goes, man. You already know what it is. Shout out Aunt Acid in the background.
In the motherfucking
Shout out
building.
Kush Talk. And
You done know.
you already know, man. Oh,
And Jonesy in the
and
building.
I just dropped the phone.
That's all right. We there. Niggas went down. Niggas went down.
That was IG.
We're gonna see it go
IG
down
lost
too
us.
because of the delay.
Hopefully it didn't break my phone.
Hopefully not. It sounded like it was a mouse.
Yeah. No, it was definitely my phone.
No, but that broke.
Might have been.
Whoop, there we go.
That shit looked funny. Let's start it up.
Let's do it,
Hit
man.
up the Bluetooth. Appreciate y'all, man. Check us next week. 7 o'clock. What time it is?
Kush Talk and Acid.
we wanna die. It's Kush you rock. Joe. It's Kush you rock. Joe. It's Kush. It's Kush.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?